there with no modded hidden, but there's nothing more for me to say. Chat's already ready. They're one step ahead of me this time. We have made it to the event of the Catch World Cup, our grand finals tiebreaker. We have something absolutely phenomenal in store, and without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. And that's it! There we go! The final burst to end it off. This year's Catch World Cup 2026 Grand Finals Tiebreaker. A collab between Ashrount and polysha, ARCADEA. I have so many amazing people to credit. Here we go. For our illustrators, we have Minerva Rin, Kyuare, and spinnyeternally. For our graphic designers, we have Detristy, mohca, and Kheops. For the storyboarder, we have Reaction, Mune, and Iyouka. For the visual effects designers, we have Marong, Sakura006, TheFunk, and Polytetral. For the quality assurance, we have Saturn Illis, Yamiiko, mohca, Detristy, Kuroise, Mune, Polytetral, and TheFunk. The video editor was Darkos. The design coordinator of it all was Sakura006. As for the mapping question, here are all of our mappers. Make sure to count them. We got Rustyy, Mochi, Spectator, Unlucky W, Vaqu, and that is it. That is 5 mappers. Count them 5. For our Hitsound designer, we have Daycore. The replayer is going to be Motion. And finally, thank you to our organizers and outreach. Going to be Azer, ChillierPear, LeoFLT for our organizers, and Kobe FCEZ for the outreach. Absolutely amazing stuff from this tiebreaker. It definitely gives me vibes similar to Evrika with the clock. There's just something about clocks that are so cool, as well as padding out Yuzu's lore. I think my favorite shot in the tiebreaker is when it has like the younger version of himself just panning over to the older version. That shot gave me chills instantly. Definitely not as high BPM as some of the other Grand Finals tiebreakers that have been witnessed, but the map itself does still yield a lot of difficulty with a ton of consecutive hypers and pure one-off hyper wiggles throughout its duration. So there's still a ton of content in this song, even with it not being super fast, zoomy BPM. What did you think, Anchor? Thoughts?
I am in shock. This is incredible. I'm a big fan of both these artists, so the moment I saw them, I was in for it, and this was better than anything I could have expected. Love seeing Iyouka get more lore, and everything about this was so sick. The map was really cool. The storyboard was insane. The song, what a job they've done. Everyone involved.
Yeah, it's absolutely an amazing way to showcase the last map pool of the year. I very much am happy with how this turned out, and it's such an insane collab. I always like to go through the chat, see if anyone predicted if the Grand Finals tiebreaker artist was guessed by anyone, but this is one of those things that just wasn't expected, but it was amazing that it managed to become a reality. So I'd like to thank all of the staff that have worked to put this together, as well as all of our other map pools. I'd like to give probably the most sincere thank you from me to Rockma. For me, I left a lot of my positions last year as an advisor, mostly sticking to the outreach. A big part of what I did was trying to find people that were willing to pick up all my tasks, and Rockma stepped up and did a phenomenal job. I'm extremely comfortable in saying that he did a better job than I did in previous years, with the amount of maps that he's made, the amount of maps that he's modded, and the amount of work that he was willing to put into this event. He deserves the absolute biggest thanks in terms of all of the management and creations that he has made this year. And things would not have turned out in such a way without him. The amount of work that he did was absolutely astronomical. So huge pops to Rockma for everything that he did. He deserves your utmost respect and thanks for making this all possible. I'd also like to thank Sekre for stepping up as well. From being a player, he specified that this was a position that he always wanted, and he always made sure to call out any concerns the second he spotted them, allowing us to direct our attention as needed. So huge thank you to our 2 newcomers as map poolers, but they definitely did so much for us. But I think that is going to do it for me. Every single person put in so much work this year. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm happy that I still get to be a part of it, even if I'm not doing as much as I was before. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. Anchor, you have anything left to say?
It's great to still have you being part of this. Big shout out to you. Massive shout out to Rockma as well for stepping up, and Sekrai. Just want to double down on that. Beyond that, thank you for having me for my first showcase, and what a showcase it's been. I'm honored to be a part of this in such a way, and I'm so excited about next week.
Me too. My last thank you before we head out is still going to be to Yoshi Green, as always. While I stepped away, Yoshi Green has still kept his tasks, and you've seen plenty of his maps, and he is still going around helping with modding and organizing. He has made the sheets for our commentators. He has made the sheets for us as well. He has still maintained all of his tasks despite me taking a step back. So definitely having Rockma and Yoshi doing so much of the work has made this alive. So huge shout out to Yoshi as well. And finally, buy banners. Now's the time to do it. It's the last time to do it for the year, and you get to support potentially the winning team. I definitely know there's a few Twitch chatters that just wait to try to get the winning team right, but you're still able to get them. You can still get your badge or banner that lasts. Like, you can make it happen if you purchase them now.
Yeah, buy the banners. They look so good. Like, they just step up in design every year, and get them now before it's too late.
Yeah, I will send a player in Twitch chat right now. You can see all of his banners. There he is, Sidesef, right there. You can see what they look like. Make sure to purchase them. But that is going to do it for us at the commentator's desk. I don't think I will be commentating any of the Grand Finals matches next week, so that's going to do it for me as well. But I hope you all enjoy the pool, the originals, and the matches that are played. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.